for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Tonight, the second of 4 between the LA Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Will Palmer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Now at the plate here is J.C. Ray. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Second of 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Next for the Dodgers, Netzel, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
Not a bad season for a rookie. He's really put himself on the map with the way he's hit the ball this year.
First pitch on the way. 77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Batting third, the first baseman, Brenden.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Another look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. In now, Brenden Smith. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 delivery. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Angel Sanchez comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. First offering on its way.
Whoa, that's a bag.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Casey Lockhart is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
And now, Rolando Rodriguez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rolando Rodriguez.
From the stretch. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
At the plate now, Jerome Briscoe. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now a pitch on the way.
No.
1 out, nobody on. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Now the pitch to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still no score. Ready now is Calvin Sharp, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Calvin Sharp becomes the first out of the inning. To the plate now, Julius Collins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 6 home runs and 41 RBIs. The 1-0 home. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Skied into straightaway right. Painter is there. 2 down.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Joaquin Marte.
Next up for Los Angeles, Joaquin Marte. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped to third. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. In now for Washington, Chase Parker. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
The catcher, Chase Parker.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Nate Painter. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. A 1 pitch on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. On the ground to short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first. A double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So next to hit is Jonathan Ash, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Now the first pitch. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Here's the 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Digging in will be Antonio Nunez. Now here's the first offering.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
The 0-1 delivery. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Ash, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, another foul ball. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Chase Mitchell.
Mitchell.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. And 1 gone now in the Dodger 3rd.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Casey Lockhart.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Casey Lockhart. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is low, ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Hard hit ball to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The center fielder, number 8, J.C. Ray.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, J.C. Ray. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looked like the sinker there. Dipped a little below the knees.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him.
Netzel.
Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So next to bat will be Dylan Netzel, man at first after the 2-out walk. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. First offering.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch inside the throw. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
Well, the runner did get a good jump from first, but the man behind the dish had a great shot of nailing him. That is until he launched his throw into center field. He won't be happy with himself about that throw.
The 1-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's set. The 2-2. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Dodgers leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Hank Ferguson trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year.
Ferguson.
He's set, and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Two and 1.
Count is 2-1.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 3-2 pitch. Push softly over toward the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a
Batting
soft
ninth.
liner, but leadoff
The
man
pitcher.
on usually poses problems.
Culver.
At the plate, Will Palmer. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Throw won't get him.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Into the box, Rolando Rodriguez.
1-0.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with
Briscoe.
2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Jerome Briscoe takes this the other way to right, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
In now, Avery Phillips. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. And he misses again. Ball 3.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The catcher, Chase.
Striding in now for the Nats, Chase Parker. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Popped high in the air. Marte is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. So now to the plate, Brenden Smith. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Brenden Smith.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Standing in now, Angel Sanchez.
Angel.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box now, Calvin Sharp. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Three and 0 now. Julius Collins is on deck. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. Down the third baseline. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, the left fielder, Julius Collins.
Next to hit, Julius Collins flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Now batting, catcher, Joaquin Marte.
At the plate now, Joaquin Marte, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. Bottom of the fourth coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Nate Painter.
Nationals, the right fielder, Nate Painter.
First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Here comes the 1-0. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fouled away. The 2-2. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Nationals take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Up next for the Nationals, the left fielder.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Ash, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Two runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes.
Inside, ball 2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 2-1 home takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2-2.
He's going to have to figure out a way to get out of the middle of the plate. Just gave up a big bomb right there, and now he's missing right down the heart of the plate again. Could spell trouble for him.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
To the plate now, Antonio Nunez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hank Ferguson.
Next to dig in, Hank Ferguson. He collected a base hit his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1, here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. You're hitting in front of the pitcher, not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Stepping in now, Will Palmer, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Ferguson is off of first with 2 away. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. It's taken down and in for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. We're through 4. It's 2-1 Washington. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
And the pitch. Swings right over the top of that one. 2-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. So here's the Dodgers pitcher. Casey Lockhart grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering.
1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. 5th inning. 2-1 our score. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And we show you the Nationals leaders in that category. You can see he's right up there at the top of the list. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, J.C. Ray. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. But that'll land foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Rolando Rodriguez.
The center fielder, Rolando Rodriguez.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Changeup
Now
down in the
batting,
zone,
third
gets him to hit
baseman,
it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Briscoe.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in. Standing in now, Jerome Briscoe, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. From the stretch.
That's in. Ball 2.
Fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
High in the air out to center field. Ray will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Avery Phillips.
Next up is Avery Phillips. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
This catcher has an elite arm. When you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Rodriguez, the runner at second with one away. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Chase Parker is on deck. One out and a runner on second base. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The catcher, number 13, Chase Parker.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals, Chase Parker. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Over to first, and that retires the side. Nationals leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Into the box, Dylan Netzel. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
First offering on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
And that's over. 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes.
Full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. He spoils another one, and will do it again. He'll try it again. 3-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Brenden Smith is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Into the box, Angel Sanchez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. The 0-1 pitch.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Before the payoff pitch, you look to first.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Again, he sends it out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this will be fouled away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Runners off for second. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And they take the lead. It's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 17 for him on the season. And it's given the Dodgers a 3-2 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
At the plate, Calvin Sharp.
Second baseman.
As he grounds one briskly to short. Reined in. And that's the second out.
Now back, the left fielder, Julius Collins.
Stepping in next, Julius Collins. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he lifts it in the air to right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, and Los Angeles has taken a 3-2 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Now pitching.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Philip Hester enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Hester.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Nate Painter as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
The right fielder.
First offering.
Painter.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Next to stand in is Jonathan Ash, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
So now to the plate, Antonio Nunez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Ash leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A shot down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. And this will find the wall deep in the corner as he arrives at second without a play as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Hey.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, Hank Ferguson. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Luke Jordan will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Luke Jordan.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. He'll come in here at 259. 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And that's going to break our tie as the runner scores from second to make it a 4-3 ball game. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple.
Well, that's a big at-bat right there. Not only does he get all the way to third on the triple, but he also drives in the go-ahead run.
Into the box now, Rolando Rodriguez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1 pitch. That's down low. It's ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So the next to bat will be Jerome Briscoe, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's set. Here it comes. Hit back toward the mound. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 4 and the Dodgers 3. Leon Ortega will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 60, Leon Ortega.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Joaquin Marte.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Here it comes, 1-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw, got him. And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
A really nice play by the first baseman right there. 2 parts of this play. Does a great job of knocking it down with a dive and then a good feed and a flip to the pitcher, just like you work on it in spring training, PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
At the plate now, Chase Mitchell, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Painter is there. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the pitcher, Philip Hester. Your
Nick
attention,
Olson
please.
will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 17, Nick Olson.
Now here's the first offering. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Rodriguez finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Score holds at 4-3. Phil Lamb gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 99, Phil Lamb.
Now at the plate, Avery Phillips. He bounced out last time up.
The first baseman, Avery Phillips.
First offering.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Chase Parker.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chase Parker. First offering on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Now the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that is off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Standing in now, Nate Painter, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 is outside for a ball. Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Digging in next, Jonathan Ash. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Ready with the 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So stepping in is Antonio Nunez.
Antonio Nunez.
From the stretch.
Nope. Ball 1, no play.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll tack on an insurance strike with the sac fly as they lead now 5-3.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
In now, Hank Ferguson as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-1.
Painter over at second. Ash at first. 2 out in the inning. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. The 1-2.
Whoa, that's up there.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Has a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Marte over to his right, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Nationals 5 and the Dodgers 3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jeremy Briggs will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jorge Padilla is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, J.C. Ray. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One and 1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 1-1.
Ball inside.
Swing and a liner. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now into the box, Netzel. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Now here it comes.
2 balls, no strikes.
High and deep to center field. Rodriguez is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brenden Smith.
Next, here is Brenden Smith. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hand it to that monster in the 9th with a 2-run lead.
Right fielder giving chase. And this will bang up against the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Now this is the way you want to start off a series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
Stepping in now, Angel Sanchez. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. The 1-0. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 2-out double left stranded. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Vaughn Nunez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Vaughn Nunez.
And now here is Jorge Padilla, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Padilla.
And now pitch on the way. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0. Into the windup and the pitch.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The next 3-2. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again, 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sanchez is in his tracks now. One gone.
Up next for the Nationals, the center fielder, Rolando.
So the next lineup turns over, and to the plate, Rolando Rodriguez. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, upstairs. Ball, Cam.
Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2. One out, nobody on. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Next, it'll be Jerome Briscoe. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two out, nobody on. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Hit on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 8 full. Nationals on top, 5-3. Nick Montgomery comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 51, Nick Montgomery.
So now into the box is Calvin Sharp. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
One and one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
One and two, here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
To the plate now, Julius Collins, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Rodriguez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, Joaquin Marte, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he fouls this one off. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Another one sent foul. 2 out, nobody on. This is foul right side. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Nationals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Will Palmer wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Nick Montgomery hammers down the save, his 22nd. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.